Alrighty. So the past couple days we have been multiplying polynomials. So logically, we should be thinking in our head, we're going to divide because guess what? Multiplication and division go hand in hand. So some things to focus on when you are dividing. First things first is you're going to divide the coefficients, or if you remember, those numbers out front. So grab a calculator. And then the second thing is you're going to subtract your exponents. So here's some problems we're going to do together. For each of these parts, we're going to work through a part at a time. I will work and make sure I explain everything. Let me know if you have questions. So those first two things that we said we're going to do were to divide the coefficients. So I'm going to take negative 90 divided by negative 9 in my calculator. And that's going to give me a big old 10. Then, using still those same two pieces, I'm going to take a look at those x's. So I have 12 and 3. So I'm going to take 12 minus 3, which will give me 9. So my first term in this division problem is going to be 10x to the 9th power. Next, I'm going to take 126 divided by negative 9 in my calculator. That's going to give me a negative 14. Then I'm going to take my 11 and I'm going to subtract 3, which will give me 8. Same thing, I'm going to take I'm going to take positive 72 divided by negative 9. That's going to give me negative 8. Then I'm going to take 9 minus 3, which will give me 6. Next, I'm going to take negative 54 divided by negative 9, which will give me a positive 6. Then I'm going to take my 7 minus 3, which will give me 4. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to take 63 divided by negative 9, which will give me a negative 7. And then I'm going to take 4 minus 3, which will give me 1. Or in that case, x to the first, or just plain old x. And in this case, this is my big whole answer. So the hardest part today is making sure you know when to divide and then when to subtract. So let's take a look at this next problem. I'm going to go ahead and I want to make sure I get my color scheme ready. Okay. Divide negative 50 by negative 5. Which is going to give me 10. Then I'm going to take 11 minus 2, which will give me 9. Next, I'm going to take 75 divided by negative 5, which will give me negative 15. Then I'm going to take 9 minus 2, which will give me 7. Then I'm going to take negative 15 divided by negative 5, which will give me negative 3. And I have 6 minus 2, which will give me 4. Lastly, I have 35 divided by negative 5, which gives me negative 7. And then in this case, I have 2 minus 2, which gives me 0, which means I'm not going to have any x's. So I don't have an x with that negative 7. My final answer is just this. We're going to go ahead and do this one together. I'm going to go a little bit more quickly, not too fast. Should still have enough time to write, but just a little bit faster. So I'm going to take 225 divided by 25, and that'll give me 9. Then I'm going to take 15 minus 4, and I get 11. Then I'm going to take negative 500 divided by 25 and get negative 20. And then 12 minus 4, which gives me 8. 75 divided by 25 gives me 3. 9 minus 4 gives me 5. And then negative 150 divided by 25 is negative 6. 6 minus 4 gives me 2. All right, I want you to try this next one on your own. Check back and see what you get. I hope that's what you got too. All right, see you tomorrow.